Alon, Wasalon, you with the nasty pastor, and I'm back with another chapter. Read from Ramses, the Son of Light, Volume 1, Series 1. Throat a little thick right now. My throat is a little thick right now. I guess you would say it's a little dry, not moist. And I'm back this week with another reading. You know what I mean? I'm back to give you a start in your week. You know, we're on our second day of the week, and you know, it's some motivation, it's some enlightenment, it's some education, definitely some education, you know. And y'all know I'm schizophrenic, so you should understand the things that I hear on an everyday basis, and I'm glad to know, you know, a lot of y'all are starting to connect dots. I'm very glad to know that, you know what I mean? I'm glad you're being patient in your re-educating yourself. You know, you can't make people do this. You get what I'm saying? You can't make people go research their history so they can understand their presence. It's something you can't make them do. You have to have a motivation for it. You have to, you know, just want to do this. And see, history is a part of your everyday walk, your everyday talk, your everyday struggle, your everyday happiness. You know, if you can understand the past history, then you can understand what goes on now in your presence. You feel what I'm saying? In your present, in the now, right now, this second, this minute, this second, this minute that is leading into an hour, that hour that is leading into a day. You feel what I'm saying? You can understand it. Because see, we mimic history. History is in our soul. Our souls have been here before. All this look different. The presentation is different. This dimension that we're in, this reality we in, it look different because of evolution. We're not to remember anything when we come back. We're to kick it, you know, restart it again. You get what I'm saying? And only those that figure it, when you at that fork in the road, they make that right. You get what I'm saying? They make the right choice. Your right choice could be going left. And that would take you to a world of everything being successful. Your next step could be going right. That could take you to a world that makes you so successful. But let's define successful. You get me? Let's define successful. Because you can have all the money in the world and be the most miserable person in the world. You can have nothing in the world and be the most happiest person in the world. You get me? You see the up and down of that? You get the up and down of that right there. Look, I know we in a comedic reading, but like Jesus said, for the wealthy, a person with nothing can get into heaven before you. Look, you with the nasty pastor. Like I said, we back with another comedic reading from the book of Ramses, the Son of Light, Volume 1, Series 1. Let's dive in. He's sleeping. She ushered the prince out of the room. What happened to him? He was left for dead in a garbage dump on the north side of town. Will he live? The doctors think so. Has he said anything? A few words, nothing that made any sense. The painkillers make him very drowsy. Now remember in the last chapter, you know what I mean? It was this garbage man that had his daughter out with him, and the daughter thought this arm sticking up out of the trash was a doll, and the little girl said, "I want that, I want that." Now, I say this to you. Do you remember that in a movie? Because I do. I can't think of the movie, but I remember that scene in a movie. But my whole point is this again. History mimics itself. Ramses went to see the assistant chief of police who was busy inspecting the southern precincts. The official deeply regretted he was unable to furnish any information. An investigation at the crime scene turned up no witness. Intensive questioning had not resulted in a single lead. Just like Ramses' missing charioteer, the attacker had disappeared, perhaps even fled the country. He got home just in time to see Amanai regain consciousness. He bandaged his bandaged face lit up at the sight of his friend. Now this, y'all, Amanai been through, Amanai been, the word, the man Amanai, that name has been going on, has been in this book, in this read since the beginning. So you should know Amanai is Ramses' best friend. And now, remember Shana sent these people, these groomsmen, they call them groomsmen, to kill Ramses. And Amanai got beat up very bad. You know what I mean? They tried to kill him, but he was still alive. You got what I'm saying? So I say this to you once again, you know what I mean? Know who you're with. Know why you're around them. Understand why they're around you. And everybody fight ain't your fight. You get me? Ain't your fight. There are things I've said in the last reading where that, if you really pay attention to women, women can tell you who's next because women gravitate to who's next. You feel what I'm saying? They gravitate to who's next. They're either sent or they have a unconscious, they have a conscience, not an unconscious, they have a conscious knowing that, yeah, that's a prominent man. You get what I'm saying? Or that's a prominent woman. I'm gonna get around that. If you really understand the dynamic of me and my dead cousin, rest his soul, Andre Shelton, rest his soul, you know what I mean? If you understand the dynamic of our relationship, you know what I mean? After being in prison for 26 months, after making a promise, I'm at a bus stop waiting to, catch the bus. And here he come down the street and I hadn't seen him since the 8th grade. We adults now. I'm what? 28. I'm 28 years old. We adults now. And no, I'm 29. I'm 29 years old. And we're adults, you know what I mean? And like I said, I hadn't seen him since the 8th grade for real, you know what I mean? We have had some passings, but I'm talking about sitting down, really kicking it, really bonding. I hadn't seen him since the 8th grade for real. And after realizing, you know what I mean, after conversating with him and realizing this man got his life intact, yeah, that's who I need to be around. You understand what I'm saying? I need to be around him because this is a person out here physically doing what this elderly man told me to come home and do. So that was the best example for me to follow. You understand what I'm saying? I choose my friends. My friends don't choose me is the point I'm making to you. If you ain't on the same level of life I'm trying to get on or I'm on, I'm going to dap you up and keep it moving. You ain't entering my life. Come on, let's proceed. You're back. I knew you would come back. His voice was shaky, but clear. How do you feel? I found it. Ramses, I found it. Too bad you almost lost your life in the process. I've got a good hard head. Don't see who hit you. Most likely the guard in the palace where I found the counterfeit ink cakes. So you really did solve your mystery. Amanai's face glowed with pride. Tell me how to get there, said Ramses. It's dangerous. Take the police with you. Don't worry and rest now. The sooner you're back on your feet, the sooner we'll work on the case together. Look at this. Look at this, man. You got what I'm saying? Look at this. I can't say they ain't close friends. I can't say they're not on a mission of cleaning up the civilization that his dad built. You feel what I'm saying? I can't say they're not. I cannot say that he's not in a righteous walk in his life right now. I cannot say that. Kudos to this man. Kudos to this man at a young age, doing some things that he don't have to do. You get what I'm saying? He don't have to do this. Following Amanai's direction, Ramses easily found the factory in question. 3 hours past sunrise, and not a soul inside. Sooner, oh, not a soul. Not a soul inside. Intrigued, the prince had a look around the neighborhood, but nothing seemed out of the ordinary. The small ink factory appeared to be abandoned. To make sure Ramsey stayed around until evening, there was plenty of activity in the neighborhood, but no one left or entered the scene of the crime. He questioned a beer bearer serving the nearby shops. Do you know that building that make ink there? Why is it closed? No one's showing up for a week. Kind of strange. Has the owner been back? I couldn't tell you. Who ran the business? Then we never saw a boss there, only workers. What about customers? Never paid attention. The water barrier moved on. Ramsey decided to borrow Amanai's method. He climbed up the granary room and crossed to the ink factory. Within seconds, he saw that the workroom was deserted. Along with the other royal scribes, Ramses had been called to the temple of Ptah, the god who created the world through the word. Come on now, created the world through the word. Come on, we read the teachings of Ptah Hotel. This is who they talking about. You get what I'm saying? This man, this book right here is the first book known to mankind, the oldest book in the world. You get what I'm saying? This is who he's talking about. Now, if you go back to my Peter Hotel readings, come on, man. Did he not build the world? Did he not? I cannot say he didn't have input in structuring a successful civilization. I cannot say he didn't. I cannot. And you may say, well, how was it successful? You know, when you look at us today, the reason it was successful during Ptah Hotel times because it was structured right. Doing, you know, when you pass it down from generation to generation, you get another input. You get what I'm saying? People don't see things 100% your way. Then they add things on because the world changes. You get what I'm saying? Through evolution, your laws have to change through evolution. Your laws don't stay the same. You get what I'm saying? If there's a different form of crime out there, then you need to build a law for that crime. And if you are living in a commonwealth state, is that not what they do? I live in Virginia. There are laws being built every day. There are laws in Congress for Virginia, the Commonwealth of Virginia, that they are passing every day. You get it? I beat a case on appeal. I'm going to pause this right here because, you know what I mean, I'm going to get ready to go over my time. So I'm going to pause this and pick it up next week. But I beat a case on appeal back in 1993. I caught the case in 1991. And I beat that case on a legal search and seizure. If you go into the law books, you will see that Nas Stanley versus the Commonwealth of Virginia. You got what I'm saying? I beat that case on the appeal. They changed, they restructured the illegal search and seizure law due to the fact of what I done. You understand what I'm saying? If I never appealed that case, the way that law is structured, you get what I'm saying? The way that law is structured, a judge still gonna find you guilty. But see, a judge in court now, when you use that statute of what we won that case on, 9 times out of 10, if you got a good lawyer, that statute is gonna, you get what I'm saying? that statute is going to help you not be found guilty. You understand me now? So I say this to you, I say this to you again, you know what I mean? I've made a contribution to this world. You get me? I am in these law books. Yeah, me, that's who. You get me? I've made a contribution. And it wasn't the lawyer I had, Michael Hugh Young. You get me? It wasn't the lawyer I had that knew how to win my case. It was me. He was a court-appointed lawyer they gave me. When I called him, I told him, this is a legal search and seizure. I told the police when they was arresting me, this is a legal search and seizure. I told the people that was looking, somebody help me. This is a legal search and seizure. You get me? You understand me? At the age, I was number 21 years old, never been on a law school. You get me? Never been on law school. Heck, then never picked up a law book. But it's just simple ABC to me. You get what I'm saying? How they handle me, they didn't have the right to do me like that. There's protocols to just a traffic stop. You get me? To a simple traffic stop, there are protocols you go through, and they broke every one of them. They violated all my rights. You get me? You understand me? So I say this to you again, you know what I mean? I've made a contribution in life. And I know I've saved some lives if I have not saved only one life. So I'm 2 up on you. You get it? I'm 2 up on you. Look, you've been with the nasty past. I'm out, and I love you.